Hello everybody, welcome to a tutorial on how to install the essential software for Introduction to Java class. Today I'm going to show you how to install JCreator, the Java Development Kit, and the Javadocs. This is a fairly straightforward process, and it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to do. So the first thing you'll need to do is we'll need to download the essential software. So the first software we need to download is JCreator. You can do that by going to JCreator.com. Once there, at the top, you will see Product, and then go to Download. The free version of JCreator is JCreator Classics. You can try JCreator Pro, but it will only be a short tutorial or a short license that you'll have for that. Then you'll have to pay for it. JCreator Classics works just fine. So in the drop down here for JCreator Classics, make sure it's set to version 4.5 and then click download. The next step is it'll ask you for your name and your email address. It's going to email you the download link. Go ahead and uncheck this box here and then click submit. As you'll see, you'll get an email shortly after from JCreator LE. That will give you the download link to download JCreator. So go ahead and click on this download link here. And go ahead and save that file to a area on your computer where you can find later on. The next section is we'll have to go ahead and find and download the Java Development Kit and the Javadocs for that development kit. So the best way to do that is go ahead and look in the description of this video on YouTube, and then you'll be able to find the link directly to the site. Otherwise, you can just Google Java SE download. Once there, click the top link. Alright, now here you'll see that there is a Java SE 8 and there's a Java SE 7. We don't want to use 8 right now because JCreator is not compatible with 8. We want to go ahead and use 7. So, as you'll see here, Java SE 7 update 60. On the right hand side you'll see JDK, server JRE, and JRE. We want to use the JDK for this. This is the Java Development Kit. This is if you're going to develop in Java. So go ahead and click on that. And then you'll see here at the top, Java SE Development Kit 7 Update 60. Go ahead and accept the license agreement. Then you'll see at the very bottom, or depending on what operating system you're using, I believe JCreator only works with Windows, is you're going to want either Windows, the 32-bit or x86, or the 64-bit times 64. So just download the respective one. If you don't know which one you're using, you could just go ahead and default to the x86, but that depends on whether you're using a 32 or 64-bit version of your operating system, which you can find out by right-clicking My Computer and going to Properties. It should tell you right there that you're using 32 or 64. So once you have that downloaded, the only other thing we have to download is the Javadocs. So I'll go ahead and hit back. Scroll down and it'll get to additional resources. In here you'll find the Java SE7 documentation. Make sure you do the SE7 and not the SE8. Click on download. Accept the top license agreement and it'll say documentation here. Go ahead and download it by clicking this link here. Once you have all three of those items downloaded, we'll go ahead and start getting ready for the installation of JCreator. The first thing you'd want to do is you're going to want to open up the documents file, which is a .zip file. So if you open up that, you'll see a docs folder. Go ahead and start extracting that as it takes some time. You can extract it to your desktop if you'd like. So while that's extracting, go ahead and start installing the JDK that you downloaded. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. And you can leave everything default here. So this should take just a few minutes to do. The reason why we started unzipping that docs thing is because it takes a little bit, especially if you're on an older computer. But in the meantime, I've already got this installed, And what you want to do now is once you get this all installed, is you're going to want to find the location of where it installed. To do that, go ahead and open up My Computer and go to your C drive. Typically, if you have a 64-bit operating system, you'll have a program files and a program files times 86. If you installed the 64-bit version, it's going to be in program files. If you install the 32-bit version, it'll be in times 86. Obviously, if you only have program files here, it'll just be in program files. That means you have a 32-bit operating system. So go ahead and open up the respective one and then find Java. Inside there, you'll find that you have, depending on how many installations of Java you have, multiple folders. We're going to want to use, as you can kind of see, Java Development Kit 1.7, so update 7, and then _60, which is going to be the update 60, which we just installed. So go ahead and open up that. And now you should have your extracted docs folder somewhere on your desktop. So go ahead and drag that docs folder right into here. You may need to provide administrator permissions to do this. So go ahead and hit continue. Wait for this to complete. And now you have the docs folder installed into your Java development kit. You don't necessarily need to have it in there, but it just makes the process a little bit easier. So now all we need to do is go ahead and get the JCreator installed. So go ahead and run that. Hit next. Agree to the terms. Hit next, unless you'd like to change where you install it. Hit yes. Next. This will ask you if you want to create a desktop icon or a quick launch icon. Hit next and install. And then go ahead and make sure Launch JCreator LE is checked. Hit finish. Alrighty, so depending on whether or not you share this computer, you could save the settings for all users or per user. If you don't share it, it doesn't matter which one you choose. If you do share it, depending on whether or not you want your settings to save between you and maybe a roommate that's also taking your class with you, you click this one. Otherwise, if you want them separate, you click per user. So go ahead and then hit next, not finish. And then this is all, you can leave this the default. Hit next. Now this is where we need to tell JCreator where our Java development kit is located. So go ahead and hit browse. Open up this PC, your C drive, or whatever you find there. Basically, we're going to go back to that Java path now. So we need to open up our C drive, program files, Java, then Java or JDK 1.7.0 _60. Hit OK. Hit next. If you put that docs folder inside of that, it should automatically detect that and you'll be good. If you put the docs folder somewhere else, you'll need to browse to it and find it. Once that's done, hit finish. JCreator LE should now be 100% installed and you should get the tip of the day upon opening. A quick tip that I like to do here, just to kind of get you going on JCreator, is I like to let's see if I can find it. Go to directories, and the default project directory is what I like to change, just because it puts it inside of your user folder, into documents, into JCreator LE, and my projects. I like to have this be inside of my Google Drive or my Dropbox, just so it gets uploaded automatically and I know I have a backup for it. So you can just change that by clicking the browse here and browsing to whatever you'd like your projects to go to. Other than that, you can kind of go through here and see if there's anything, if you're familiar with anything, maybe change some settings. One thing I like to do is in editor Java, I like to show line numbers. That way, if I have an error and the error says I'm on line 87, then I will know exactly where line 87 is and I don't have to count the lines. Well, that concludes my tutorial on installing JCreator and the required prerequisite software. I hope you enjoy your stay inside of Intro to Java, and trust me, it is really fun. Have a good one.